Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. Let me introduce our research team from Faculty of Health Science, Aisyah University of Surakarta, which consists of me, Alinda Nuramadeni, and three of my friends, Wahyuni, Tia Linia Ramaduni, and Dita Merawati. First, we thank the third Borobudur International Symposium on Humanities and Social Science for the opportunity so that we can present our study. On this occasion, I will present the result of our study entitled The Impact of Physical Exercise on Adolescents' Idiopathic Scoliosis, a Systematic Review. This presentation consists of three parts. First, introduction. Second, method of study. And the last, result and conclusion of the study. First, introduction. Scoliosis is defined as a vertebral deformity characterized by a lateral deviation of at least 10 degrees with vertebral rotation. Adolescents' idiopathic scoliosis is one of the most commonly treated types of scoliosis that found in children aged 10 until 18 years old. Prevalence of adolescents' idiopathic scoliosis in females is higher than males, and adolescents' idiopathic scoliosis in females are more likely to progress to a curve magnitude that require treatment over the years. Syndromic scoliosis is associated with a disorder of the neuromuscular, skeletal, or connective tissue system, neurofibromatosis, or other important medical conditions. Treatment for adolescents' idiopathic scoliosis varies according to the degree of severity of the curves. Exercise is almost always as a part of the treatment plan, especially to enhance functional of the patient and slow the progression of the vertebral curve. Second, method of the study. We perform a database research by accessing the NCBI, PubMed, Pedro, and ResearchGate databases online. We perform a systematic review over articles that we found from the database online. We perform a database research by keyword adolescence, scoliosis, and exercise. The inclusion criteria that we used are first, articles that published in 2011 until 2021, articles published in English, article that used randomized control trials or quasi-experiment and cohort studies with a control group comparing exercise with no exercise, and study that compare different types of exercise in subject with adolescents idiopathic exercise. Systematic search was performed according to preferred reporting items for systematic reviews and meta-analysis or PRISMA checklist recommendation. This is a PRISMA diagram that we used in our study. The first step is database search in PubMed, ResearchGate, and Pedro. We found articles from this database, and then we exclude the duplicate article. There is 10 article with the same title, and then we review the article from title and abstract screening, and then we exclude the article that doesn't meet the inclusion and exclusion criteria. And then the final step is we review these articles that meet the inclusion and exclusion criteria, There is 18 articles that we review. Yeah, we do systematic review with some step. First is author, and then second, the title of the study. Third is method and purpose of the study, and the last is the result of the study. 18 articles that fit the inclusion and exclusion criteria were analyzed, and all of them showed impact of physical exercise in adolescent idiopathic scoliosis. Through a review of literature, we were able to show that physical exercise in the treatment of adolescent idiopathic scoliosis has an effect on decreasing the curvature of the spine, and the other results showed that physical exercise has a positive effect on other aspects such as respiratory function, strength, and posture balance in adolescent idiopathic scoliosis. This is some types of exercise that commonly used in the treatment of adolescent idiopathic scoliosis. The first is scoliosis specific exercise. The second is self-correction exercise, and the last is squat exercise. The conclusion of the study is the study provides recommendation based on scientific evidence that exercise such as posture correction, core stabilization, spinal stabilization, and squat exercise have a positive impact on vertebral growth progression and functional aspects of adolescent idiopathic scoliosis patient. Thus, the presentation of our study, hopefully, the result of our research can be useful and can be used as a basic for further research. See you on the next symposium, and thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.